Hello, friends. Elizabeth Elmer, your English language coach. I'm here to help you with your English language needs, to reach your goals, to give you confidence, and to inspire you to keep on studying. Today we have a wonderful guest. Her name is Mariana. She studied chemistry at the National University and now has a wonderful job with a French pharmaceutical company. But guess what? Even though she speaks French, the company wants to speak to her only in English. So every single day, she answers email and she speaks to people in France as well as around the world for her company to progress and to move forth with their business needs. So let Mariana speak for herself. Be inspired to keep on learning your English. All best wishes on your journey, and I'm here to help. Bye-bye. Now, all of you have a whole list of questions. You could even look in your notebooks. So Mariana's like an unknown. We don't know anything. She's a mystery girl.
How
She's a
old are
mystery
you?
guest. Excuse me?
I want a question. How old are you?
Okay.
I'm 31 years old.
Yes. She's there in the middle.
You're welcome.
What other questions?
Do you like any sport?
Oh, okay. Carla's asking you a question. Ask it again, Carla.
Do you like any sport?
And Carla,
Yes.
be sure, before you go on, be sure to say an S there. Do you like any sports? Sports. Okay. Yes, Mariana.
Yes. Indeed, currently I am doing skating with the skating lines.
Oh, okay, Mariana, you're doing online skating.
Online skating, yes.
Where the wheels are like this?
Yes.
Oh. And where do you do the online skating?
I go to the Bellas Artes and the Alameda Central, La Alameda Central.
Oh my goodness. So on
Yes.
the explanade of the Bellas Artes or at the Alameda Park on the sidewalks?
Yes, I go every Sunday.
Oh, really? Maybe
Yes.
that was her emergency, girls. Okay. What other questions can we have for the mystery guest?
What do you do for work?
Okay, and that's the real reason I invited Mariana. Okay, Mariana, can you tell us about your work, where you work, what you do, and how you use English in your workplace?
Yes, sure. Thank you. I am the country safety head for Sanofi Aventis. Sanofi Aventis, it's a French pharmaceutical company. We have a lot of famous products in the market, like insulins. Also, we have other consumer products like Melox, Lactacid, Pharmaton, etc., etc. And also, for my work, I do oversight about the safety of the medications. And we report all the adverse events with these medications. We do the properly indications and the properly measures in order to avoid any error in the use of the drugs. And also we do a lot of education activities for the patients and also for the physicians or the health
like the health authorities?
Yes, for the health authorities.
Health authorities. Yeah. You mean
yes.
like IMSS or the government?
Yes, the COFEPRIS. And I use I need to use English in my environment because because I am the representative for the country, and the majority of my colleagues are around the world.
Mm.
And all the meetings are in English, and also the majority of the standard operation procedures are in English. English is the key
Mhm.
for the communications, for the communication.
Yes, and you know what? It's a French company, and so Mariana actually speaks French, but she
A little
never
bit.
gets to use the French because the French people from Paris, where the office is, always write her in English.
Yes.
So even though she speaks French, she never gets to use it. Is that true, Mariana?
Yes, yes. Language is the English is the language that we use all the time, because I have colleagues from Germany, from China, from Japan, from Brazil, from a lot of countries, and we talk in English.
So Mariana once told me that during the night in Paris, which is not during the day in Paris, which is the night in Mexico, her boss starts sending her emails in English. And so the
Yes,
first thing in the morning is she has to answer the emails. So she has to do a lot of writing. Mhm.
yes. When I wake up, I check my mail, and I can note that my boss was working some hours
Yeah.
ago.
Except there's a difference in the time between Paris and here. Right.
Yes, that's an interesting fact, because we need to check these time zones in order to find the right hour to arrange the meetings, because in Paris is the morning, and in Mexico we are not available to take a meeting.
Yes, it's very confusing with international work. And I think Albordi probably notices that in her work as well. And the other day, I tried to connect to a meeting of my professional organization, and they said 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. So I logged on at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it turned out that they had changed their clocks. And so I didn't know it. And so I was just sitting there, and it says, the host will let you in the meeting soon. But it turned out that the meeting was over. And I was just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. By the way, they also changed the times again. I think it was yesterday, today, this weekend, or something. So,
I think it will be tomorrow.
or tomorrow. I think it's
Uh-huh.
right. I think it's on a Sunday.
Yes, on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
So it's very confusing. Oh,
Yeah.
Marisa, do you have any questions of Mariana or comments?
Well, at the beginning, I was going to ask, where are you from?
Yes, I'm from Mexico, and I live in Mexico City.
Okay.
Yes.
Although she's always talking to people from around the world.
Well, another question would be, how did you became this safety representative?
Interesting. I start my career as trainee in Sanofi, but I was on the production area, and after that I was hired
Mm-hmm.
in order to work in the medical team. But I study chemistry, and I was finding some area that match with my career, and pharmacovigilance is perfect for that. And I can join to this team, and I was growing step by step, little by little. And someday the position was open, and I applied.
How long have you worked for
That's great.
Sanofi?
For Sanofi, I have been working for Sanofi in this position for 2 years, but in Sanofi, 5 years,
Mhm.
a long time.
And
Very good.
you know, Mariana, Miss Maritza is an architect as well as being a teacher. And she would love to know the name of the building where you work.
I work in Mítica,
Oh,
in Coyoacán. Yes,
The famous Mítica building.
yes.
Okay.
It's the tallest building in the city, I think.
I think
Okay.
so. And now it has apartments and a shopping center and office buildings and all sorts of fun things in that building. Wonderful, wonderful. Any last questions that you might have of Mariana? You know, it's too bad Gigi's not here. We have a student, Mariana, her name is Gigi, and she's just starting chemistry at the UNAM.
Ah,
Yeah, and so you could talk to her about
that's
chemistry
great.
as well. Did you study at the UNAM, Mariana?
Yes, yes, and I didn't tell you, but currently I am studying the master in medical science in the Instituto Politécnico Nacional.
Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
wow.
Thank
Very
you.
How long is that going to take?
2 years. Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
isn't that wonderful? So she's a smart cookie, as we say. Smart cookie, smart cookie. So I wanted you to meet Mariana because I wanted you to see how she's using English in her studies. And at some point, Mariana, I will introduce you to this young girl. Gigi is her name. And she studied with us when she was in kindergarten. And now she is at the UNAM in chemistry. So it's always good to know somebody else in chemistry. Let me tell you, Mariana, we've got Carla, who's over there, and she is studying. Carla, very quickly tell Mariana what you do, what you study.
I study computer programming.
Mhm.
Yay, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Well, you know,
difficult.
Mariana, I only associate with intelligent people, right?
Yes.
The whole group is intelligent. I only talk to intelligent people, right? So Carla is a prepa student and she's studying programming full-time with an Israeli school that is with a teacher from Mexico. So she's studying in Spanish. But she and Miss Maritza and Albori are all taking English for IT. Do you know what IT is?
It's an exam?
No, Carla, what is IT? The letters
I
IT.
remember.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Information technologies? No.
Right, information technology. Okay, yeah, computers, you know.
Sí. Yeah.
Okay, so Carla is studying, let's say, programming or information technology, and Miss Maritza and Albordi and Carla and I are all studying information technology as far as English, all the words in English. And of course, you're invited, Mariana, whenever you want. Okay, so we're doing that as well. So to finish up the class today or the session today, what did you learn or what did you see? Mariana's the new kid, kind of the new kid on the block, kind of, although I've known her a long time. What did you like about the class today? Or what did you learn? Mariana's only been with us like 3 seconds, but What did the rest of you? What did you like? What did you learn? Or did you learn anything? Or did you like anything?
I learned a new way to thinking.
Okay. So you learned a new way to say thank you. Okay. So when I send out the activity list, there's a long list of ways to say thank you or to express your gratitude. Anything else?
Yes, I'm learned today the ways to think on an informal and formal way.
Okay. So that there are formal ways of saying thank you. And there's
Informal,
informal
yes.
ways of saying thank you. And Mariana will be sure to get you that list. And sometimes you want to be very formal, like with your boss, like at the laboratory or the office or whatever. And in the case of Fernanda and Carla, they're young. So they are going to have more informal ways of talking. But also, you need to be careful. If it's a very important person, you need to be very formal. If it's informal, you could say thanks, right? But if it's formal, you need to say I appreciate, etc., etc. Wonderful. What about you, Miss Maritza? Anything you liked? Anything?
Yeah, what
Yes?
I learned and like also is the instructions of writing a message for saying thank you. No, don't forget this, don't forget that.
Okay. So Mariana, you'll be able to see that the instructions of writing a letter of appreciation or a letter of gratitude. Okay. So yeah, that's always good to teach and also to learn. Okay, let me see. We've got, I think, Bori, any last comments? What you learned or what you liked best?
Oh, besides to be grateful of how English is basic, taking Mariana's like example, how important it is to use English for business and how you can relate with people from another country. How can you communicate with them, and also with the proper vocabulary that you are using.
So you need to decide who you're talking to as to how formal or how informal you're talking. And so the activity page gives a whole list of more formal and more informal. So today we talked about gratitude. And again, I'm very grateful to all of you for being with me today. And a special thank you to Mariana. Thank you, Mariana. It's a pleasure seeing you as well as everybody else. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy university studies. And one last thing, Mariana's going to go to Paris. So we are not happy about that, but she's going, right? Mariana, when do you go to Paris?
I went 2 weeks ago.
Oh, she already went to Paris. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're anxious to hear all about it. I'm sure you're very grateful.
Yes, I confirm why Paris is always a good idea.
Paris is always a good idea. Even if you
Very
don't speak French, you could figure out Paris a little bit. Yeah, always a good idea. Well, thank you again, Mariana. I appreciate it very much. You taking your time saying hello to David and your family. Please for me. And thank you to all of you. I hope that you learned some new words, some new expressions, and had a good time. So thank you very much. And all best wishes. Mariana will be in contact definitely with you to hear all about Paris. Okay? So, thank you so much.
Thank
For
you.
Thank you.
special session. Thank you. I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.